one knows Cold as Ice by Foreigner?
I know that song very well.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sims TV.
Nacho fries.
Wait, pause.
More importantly, is that a baby? I see like a head.
Welcome to Sims TV from a social distance. I'm Mullet Mike. Tonight's guest is Candace Myers. And now, your Crunchwrap Supreme loving host, Steven Sims.
You were remembered. I love the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yes, that was my belly did not do well from eating cold Taco Bell.
Wow. Oh, was it yours that cold last week when we did the Taco Bell challenge?
Yeah, by the time we started eating, mine was as cold as ice.
As cold as ice. Well, Fat Mike, Mullet Mike, whatever you're going by these days, it's great to see you. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Sims TV. I don't know what's going on with your headphones, but you got there's a little bit of feedback when you move around.
Is there? I'm having headphone issues, and I'm
having headphone issues too. I just threw mine in the garbage. And there goes the fart chair. Did you hear the fart chair?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. This is the type of show that we have going on here, folks. How did you like the new Open?
It was good. I showed it to Charlotte. It was after the Taco Bell episode. She ran downstairs and told my wife, she was like, "Hey, I'm famous now," and just walked out of the room.
Well, if being famous means being on Sims TV, then we are all made in the shade, brother.
Yeah.
No, that was a lot of fun. We did the Taco Bell roundtable last time we were on last weekend, and we had Mullet Mike, his daughter Charlotte, Kara, Javay, John Mark, and myself. We all ate Taco Bell, and then we had a terrible weekend digesting it.
Yeah, it was. That cold Taco. I mean, Taco Bell in general is going to give you troubles, but cold Taco Bell made it worse.
Yeah. Well, I want to get to our first guest. Everyone already knows our Taco Bell woes. I know her from Returning the Favor, which is a show I work on, and I know you're a fan of Mike.
Yep.
So I'm going to bring her out right now. You want to hang out? What do you got to go? Where are you going? Anything going on?
No, I can hang out.
All right. Well, let's bring Candace out. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, our New York correspondent, producer, Candace Myers.
Hey, Candace. Hey, what an introduction.
What an introduction, right? Us just talking about Taco Bell the whole time.
How are you gosh. Sussman, I'm good.
Good. Now, I almost introduced you as Candace Fox, and Mike's probably like, why would he introduce her as Candace Fox? And why is he Sussman? It's simple. For Returning the Favor, if you haven't seen the show, we have to have false names, I guess, for a time, because it's easy for them to look up Steve Sims or Candace Myers and find that we're on the show, and then they're spoiled. So we go by fake names. I go by Steve Sussman. She goes by Candace Fox, and we dupe people all across the country.
Yep.
It's pretty wild.
And then we tell them our real names afterwards.
I know, it's really fun. I saw that our friend Letitia, who we did a favor for, was on. Letitia, thanks for
the last episode we did.
That was, and that hasn't even aired yet. So look forward to seeing that. Fat Mike, you watched Returning the Favor, right?
Yeah. I watched a lot of the first season, and then whenever you jumped on, I was watching.
The season you weren't on, you watched season one.
Right.
Yeah. There we go. Candace and I started working together in, what was it, September of last year?
Yeah, September 2019.
The first episode we did was the first episode of season 4, Bicycle Built for Blue.
Yes.
And I tried to pull a clip from it, but Facebook had lockdown. You can't download it.
No, that's such a good episode.
It is a really good episode. I guess I can share the screen. We should just play the whole episode. But if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Facebook.com/Returning the Favor. And the first episode, Bicycle Built for Blue. That was really fun. We had Candace is the segment producer. So, for anyone who doesn't know, and Mike, a segment producer is essentially just the heartbeat of the production, because every segment that we come up with creatively needs to be produced, and that's Candace's job. And she handles the talent very well, and she just does a great job. And we had a really great rhythm, and then COVID-19 came and it grounded us.
Yeah, and now I'm just home in my apartment. I just want to point out that you set the bar really, 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 really high with Bicycle for Blue. It was my first episode, my first time on the show. And Sims came in there with the bar here, and then we had to like reach that bar, and it was a little hard for a while, and I was panicking inside, but we did it. But you set the bar really hard.
It was fun. I mean, two of my favorite episodes that I've done was that one and one I did in season 2, and they're both like around like being athletic, which I am not. So
I knew you were gonna make that joke.
But yeah, I didn't get to ride a bike in that episode. No, I did. I rode the bicycle built for 2. I did ride a bike.
You picked
then I drove a golf cart.
Yep. Yeah. That was a good time.
That was fun. Well, we had some good times. How are things in New York?
Things are fine, I guess. I mean, I'm really like in my house. I just did not leave my house. Like I don't leave these walls. But I did go out for a walk today, which was new for me. But things were crazy. I think they're getting a little bit better now, but they were really scary for a while. Just the numbers of the people being infected every day was going up, and that was a little crazy for me. So. And
Mike is in. I feel weird calling you Fat Mike whenever you go by Mullet Mike, because then it's just being an insulting jerk.
It's because I gave myself a Rona cut.
Yeah, let's see the
haircut. It's bad.
Did you do it? You did it yourself?
Yeah, it's yeah. I came out of the shower and my wife was like, "Oh, you're done?" I was like, "Yeah."
I mean, I understand. I'm used to going to the salon and like getting my eyebrows and stuff done. I've been figuring it out on my own.
My wife doesn't want to cut my hair, so I'm just letting it grow. She's nervous. I mean, she said she'd do it, but in all honesty, she does our dogs grooming, and they sometimes look a little insane. So
I try to do my dog, who is at my parents' house, by the way. He doesn't live with me. But I attempted to do his haircut over the weekend, and he wasn't having it, so it's like fine.
Yeah, the dogs are tough.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have any dogs?
2. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you got 2 dogs, 3 kids. You got a whole outfield. A whole baseball team.
Yeah.
Dogs.
So Candace, you've been working on a project. And I want to talk about production stuff here in a minute, but I want to jump in real quick. You've been working on a new project, and we have a clip that I want to show in a minute, but I'd love for you to kind of give a little bit of some background on what it is and what you're doing.
Yes, sure. So my project, I've just been checking in with people during COVID-19. When the pandemic first started and quarantine started and we had to be locked down in our homes, for lack of a better word, I wasn't sure what to do at all. I felt like I should be being creative and should be working. You know how we always say if we had more time to do stuff, we would be working on side projects and things like that. I felt like I had the time and I needed to be doing that, but I just couldn't figure out what to do at all. And I just didn't want to get on anything and just do anything. I didn't want to get on live and just do anything. So I just wanted to do something impactful and something that was kind of like just nice in a little way and like lifting. So I decided to just check in on my production friends at first, who I know everyone most of us are just out of work now. We just had to go dark and had to just shut down when this all happened. So I know that threw everyone for a loop, just with our schedules being usually so busy. So I wanted to check in on my friends there and just see how they were doing. But I also wanted to check in on my friends who work in these essential industries and in the hospitals and things like that. So I just checked in and did 2 to 3 minute videos on just how they're coping with COVID-19, the pandemic, and working on the front lines and things like that. So that's basically what it is.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I got notes everywhere, just so you know. I got a clipboard right here. You know I love the clipboard.
Yes, you love the clipboard.
And I got notes on another screen.
Listen, when you see Sims with his clipboard, it's time for business.
Serious. I got them everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think I was nodding off. I wanted to ask because I jumped ahead. I jumped over some part 1 and I went right to part 2. So you came up with the idea and you told me last time Candace and I saw each other was in February, right before all.
Yeah. I'll get to a point that I have. Yeah,
and you mentioned that you wanted to do more on-camera stuff because we work on an on-camera show, but primarily it's one producer on camera with the occasional appearance by a segment producer, which you've done a few, and you've done a great job. And then this will happen, and then I'm scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or both. I think it's on both, right?
Yeah.
And I see Candace interviewing people similar to like this format that we're doing. And I'm like, what? This is great. And it was really, the ones I caught all were about the people on the front lines, and it was just really great stuff.
Yeah, thank you. So I do want to get back to that place where I do more on-camera stuff and more hosting projects. I did it a lot in college, and even after college, but I just stepped to the background when I got into production and just like played that role. But I feel like I'm starting to have this full circle moment where I want to tune in and channel my journalist skills and all that stuff that I used to do years ago. I feel like I want to channel that again and just start doing it to projects focused on that. So this was a start. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next and how I'm going to continue on the project. But it was a start, and it was a good start. I got a lot of good feedback from it, and I want to keep it up. Yeah.
Well, I want to show a clip. Do you want to set up the clip, or should we just play it?
So this clip is from one of my friends from high school. Her name she goes by Deja B in the clip, so I'll keep her name that way. But she's an X-ray technologist at a hospital here in the Bronx. And the COVID rates are just crazy here. So she just talked about her experience dealing with that on the front lines.
And the Bronx is hit pretty hard. I mean, out of all the boroughs,
yeah,
where it's happening. I mean,
right. So that's why I wanted to check in with her, because I knew she was seeing and just full force in it. So I checked in with her.
Well, let's play this little clip. Let's take a look. Do you have a name for the show, or I was trying to look that up? Or you just kind of?
I don't have a name. I'm just checking in. I just call it checking in. I don't have really a name.
Fox.
Yeah. Checking in with Candace Fox.
All right, let's roll this. We'll be right back. Take a look. This is awesome.
I wanted to check in on just people during COVID, and especially you, because I know you work in the healthcare industry and you're on the front lines in the hospital daily, full time. So I just wanted to ask you what that looks like in your occupation and what it's been like for you being on the front lines during this whole pandemic.
So I am an X-ray technologist in a hospital in New York City. And first it was crazy because, it spread to us in New York. We didn't know how to handle it. We didn't know how to prepare ourselves, protect ourselves. So every day we was learning something new. As the public learned, we in the hospitals learned also. Coming in contact with this disease, you see people passing away. You don't know how it's spread yet. You don't know how to protect yourself. But we just had to do it. We had to take these x-rays because when they come into the hospital, one of the first things they do is get an x-ray. Now that we have more information, we know how to better prepare ourselves, how to take care of ourselves. As they say, the curve is flattening, which is good. There's less incoming COVID patients, which is great, but the majority of the hospital still is all COVID.
You said you guys didn't know, you guys were just going with everything in the beginning.
Yep, with everybody
with
else.
The flow. Yeah. So how are you dealing with that mentally and like just handling all that, everything you've seen and you are still seeing? Yeah.
At first it was hard because like I said, I seen some of my other coworkers have to come in contact with the COVID patients early on when we didn't know. So then after like 2 weeks or so, a few weeks down the line, then I started seeing my coworkers getting sick before I got a chance to come in contact with them. So now I seen them get sick. Now this is real life. Never mind seeing it in the news. Now I'm seeing people that I work with every day get sick. So now I'm nervous. And I had to go on YouTube and learn how to meditate for beginners or yoga poses for beginners. And honestly, just sitting there for 15 minutes before I leave to start my shift, it does make a great difference. And then when you come to work, we're all going through it. So it is literally a life or death situation, but we're all going through it together.
Oh, thank you.
And I guess my question is, you do all the editing and stuff yourself too?
Yeah, so that was another big thing about being home alone and having all the time. I was so like rusty and all the basic skills that I learned in college. Like I don't know what I got a degree for and what am I paying student loans for because I don't remember anything. So I just felt like I needed to brush up on my editing skills and graphic design, all that stuff. So I've been spending a lot of time doing that too. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because while I was watching that, I was thinking, I was in the airport and, Mike, you travel a lot for work, or at least you used to, and Candace, we both have and have been for a while. And I'm in an airport and you meet a lot of different people, and I'm having a drink in a bar, obviously. And there's a couple next to me and I'm talking to them, and the gentleman was a firefighter and the woman was a nurse. And they're like, well, what do you do? I was like, oh, well, you got different jobs, and I tell them what I do, and they're just like, yeah, but you let us go home every night and be entertained. And I feel like, Candace, you've taken your skill as an entertainer and a producer, and you're taking this serious thing and you're giving people information about it, because you were also checking in on, you told me the other day you were checking in on, was it one of your sisters who is homeschooling their kids and everything?
Yeah, I ended up checking in on my friend because my sister was just like, she was so busy with her kids, she had no time for me. But so I ended up checking in with the friend. But yeah, I was checking in on all my people that I know with kids who are, dealing with this pandemic as well.
Have you checked in on Mullet Mike? Because he has 3 kids.
I haven't. Let's check in with Mullet Mike.
Listen, for 4 days a week, I'm up here in my room for 10 hours a day working. So we just had a kid in February. So my wife's been pulling all the strings to keep everybody kind of sane.
Yeah.
So she's the one I would check in on. I mean, for 40 hours a week, I'm stuck in front of these computers. So.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would handle it personally.
Yeah, I mean, your kids are fairly young, but is there homeschooling going on?
My daughter is 6 and she's in kindergarten, and they when they decided they were going to cancel school, it was kind of late on a Friday. They just all the kindergartners K through 2 have iPads, and then 3 and above have Chromebooks. Mm-hmm. They just told the kids, take your iPads home, and my daughter came home with her iPad, and I was like, oh, wow. This is probably going to happen for a while. So
this is real.
They have like I think they do 4 days or 3 days worth of work. Mm-hmm. It's kind of jam packed in. So it's I mean she's learning to read. She's learning the math, which is they teach weird math from what we learned in school. So it's definitely weird. Like my wife's been doing a lot of the like helping her with it, and if I'm downstairs like on one of the days I don't work, it's weird hearing that math, like how my daughter is learning math, because I would not teach it that way.
They don't have speed-winning math on that
iPad? I mean, I think if I'd had kids, my kids would be a lost cause if it came to math. And me having to homeschool, so I can teach you how to write and all that. Math, we are done. And I feel bad for you and I. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm math and science, forget about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably best that I don't have kids right now that are being homeschooled, because they would mainly just be guests on this show the whole time.
You can teach them how to produce.
Exactly. So Candace, I do want to share, and if anyone wants to check out the videos, they can check them out on your Instagram, correct?
Yes. My Instagram can produce.
I like that. It's catchy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Reminds me of Jonathan Lawler, produce.
Jonathan Lawler, a little produce action, which is another one of our great episodes we did together. Punk Rock Farmer episode. Mm-hmm. Like you probably watched that. I was in overalls.
In the middle of a farm in Greenfield, Indiana.
Yeah. So Candace, how did you get into the TV business? Tell everyone. You touched on it a little bit, but like, what were some of the first shows you worked on?
My very, very first show was The Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion, season 7. Actually, I started out as an office production assistant, but then for the reunion, I went out into the field, and that was my first time being in the field and the the only time I had to really prove myself and prove I should stay, because the executive in charge of production at the time, she had went through like 3 assistants within 2 months. So she was ready to give me this shot, but she was very nervous about it too. But the reunion day, the show day, like reunion is a whole big day, a whole production. It's like days of pre-production. But show day, I just worked my butt off and showed her why she should keep me. And I've been here ever since. That's how it happened.
And it's so really great that you've been able to revisit your skills that you paid so much money for in college and that you forgot about.
Yeah.
I'm sure that happens to all of us. Mullet Mike, that happened to you, right?
I'm doing it because we're still working, so it's not, I'm not losing, I'm not forgetting anything. I'm still doing my computer stuff every day.
Oh.
There we go.
Good for you.
Computer man, computer Mike. Candace, what out of all your years in production, what is one of the like craziest days you can think of on set?
Oh my God. Okay, and this day literally scarred me for life. Anyone who worked on that show day, it was the Real Housewives of New Jersey again. It was my second reunion. Mind you, I did the first one, I crushed it. I put my stamp. I'm here to stay. The second reunion, I was promoted. Now I'm a production coordinator. I've done this thing before. Like it's all good. It was one simple thing that ruined the entire day. So it's show day for the reunion and the printer. It was time to print the script for the host of the show, and we never used that exact printer to print anything. Usually we're so used to having fast printers, printing is never a problem. The script printed so slow. Each page that printed was like 20 to like 30 seconds per page. And it was like 60-page scripts. And there were like 20 people who needed a script, plus the host of the show. And he needed his script on the cards. It was a whole hot mess. One of the creators of the show literally asked for a walkie, so she can just like tear our behinds, like just get into us. And if the VP of the company asks to go on walkie, that's a problem. Like everyone should just go home. So that day just scarred me.
Let's talk about the brand of the printer real quick, so we can make sure no one buys that printer.
Oh my God, please don't sue me. I'm gonna need all my money after this pandemic.
Well, let's go to the comments real quick. Our good friend Jacob Huddleston.
Oh, Jacob.
Dead because he's old. He's younger than me, but he's old. Excited to watch this tomorrow, Jacob. Thank you so much.
Hi, Jacob.
We have Antonio chiming in. I'm checking with Candace Myers. We have Candace Myers / Candace Fox here, and our good friend Letitia Hankey.
Hi, Letitia.
California, saying hello and sending her love as well.
Thank you.
This has been really great, Candace. I'm really glad that you were able to stop by, but I need to know, as a production person, what is your dream crafty?
It's a big deal. I thought that's a big one. Anything that can be made in front of me.
Okay.
Like, if someone can prepare a snack in front of me and I just say, I'm not sure really what I want, but I would like it to just be fresh. And
now you're a vegetarian. What if they prepare the meat with the same spatula?
Oh my God.
Which happened to us at Benihana in Minnesota.
Yeah. Then that would, I would tell them in advance, which I did at Benihana. So actually, let's take that back. But I would be hurt, but I'd just go find the next best thing or ask them to maybe just remake it. I don't know.
The Benihana experience was mind blowing.
Yeah.
We went to Benihana and they were cooking in front of us like they do. And Candace was very clear that she doesn't eat meat. And then he like chopped up my steak and then just like brought over vegetables right afterwards.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. And we were so tired that night that I just didn't even care. We were exhausted.
That was a long day.
That was after the bicycle built for Blue.
I would do anything right now to be at a Benihana in Minnesota. I would do anything for that.
With the Dave and Buster's across the parking lot and the water
The
slide.
water slide. Fat Mike, we had a water slide in our hotel.
We did.
Seriously?
Yeah, in Minnesota. Like all their hotels around Mall of America have water slides.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it was no crappy water slide.
But we were so tired we didn't get to do anything.
No, we didn't do anything. we didn't have any fun at all because we had fun making the TV show, but we didn't have any fun that night because they served Candace's vegetables with tea.
Yeah, that was it for me. That time of the night.
So what's next on the plan for Talking with Candace Fox, or whatever the name of your show is?
Checking in with Candace.
Checking in with Candace.
There we go. I named it here. So tomorrow, which my next piece will be, I'll upload it tomorrow to both Instagram and Facebook. I'm checking in with one of my good friends who is an essential worker at a supermarket at an affordable grocery store. So the demand is super high for her supermarket. And I'm just like seeing what that's like now, what protocols changing for all stores, what the switch was like, and how she's dealing with that. So that's what tomorrow will be about.
That's really great. And again, you can check that out on Instagram. I know everyone has Instagram, maybe not Jacob because he's old, but you can put that.
He has Instagram. He's on it all the time.
Candy Produce. I know he is. That's fantastic. And we have a couple other comments.
Oh, Deja, hi, Deja.
Video, right?
Yes, that was Deja.
She thinks I'm hilarious and you're beautiful. Fat
thank you, Deja.
I'm sure she was just shy to say something polite about you. And what other? Do we have any other exciting ones coming up that we can look forward to, or any other projects that you're working on?
Yeah, so I have a bunch of ideas in my head. I have a bunch of ideas in my head, but not exactly sure how to present them and how to put them in video and on paper. So I'm thinking about it. I'm brainstorming still, and then I'll figure it out.
We're t's get a show with Sims' dad, so you can jump in.
Really?
You can jump on board with that. Yeah.
I listen. Anything with the Sims family, I am down.
Mike, congrats and good luck with your kids. There it is. There it is. That was nice. There you go. Yeah, we're trying to do a show with my dad. It's going to be called Mike and Mike, the tailgate special.
Oh my god!
They go to stores that don't exist anymore and eat tailgate food.
Oh my god! I would do it though. I would produce it.
Yeah,
I would just be there to watch it live.
Candace, we got to get you to produce more Sims TV stuff.
Yeah, I'm down.
Did you see the opening? We're kind of we're more slapstick than serious.
Yeah, right. I saw the opening. It was really nice.
Thank you. We usually play silly games too.
The opening fits you for sure. Fits your personality.
That's me on a regular Tuesday.
Yeah. So what are these games? There's always a game.
We always play. We do these bracket games, and I don't have a game for tonight, but you got to tune in so you can play games with us because the games are really fun when you're commenting. Oh, and Letitia says hi. There we go. Letitia says hello. Hi. And I got it. That's my thing, and maybe you can help with this. Like, I need to come up with more games. Like tomorrow's episode is called Crappy Hour with Kara Folk. And she's going off, and we're just gonna drink and play games. We have no games yet, so I don't know what to do.
So everyone's just gonna get drunk, and basically, okay, the games will come to you as you start drinking. That's usually how it goes. Though.
That's right. And if you want to check that out, we are facebook.com/SimsMan right there, and we're also on the old YouTuber. A lot of people tuned in from YouTube tonight. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Nice. We appreciate everyone tuning in, and we really appreciate Candace coming by and Fat Mike bringing his terrible headphones, which have been making nothing but noise.
Dude, I have like 8 pairs of like Bluetooth headphones. I don't know. I think my kids have stolen them. I have no idea where they are.
Well, your kid's a star now, so
I
give
know.
him Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah.
I am excited to announce, Candace, and I'm glad you're here. Not only that you're here for the debut of our new show, Open, but we're also going to be turning these Sims TV episodes into a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's big. That's
pretty
big.
wild, yeah. Which is really
Nice.
just me uploading the audio from these. So
Nice.
there you go.
Nice.
Here,
Good job, Sim. You're doing so good.
thank you,
I'm
Candace.
excited. I'm
Thank
excited to see
I still
everything
wish
you have
we were in a
to.
wine cellar in,
Yeah.
in Sonoma
Oh,
County.
in the Sonoma County.
We really
Oh.
just got out like right
man.
before all this.
Yeah. There were a few cases by that time when we were traveling. It wasn't really
Yeah, we were like
that
making fun of
big.
it.
Oh man. But that wine cellar was amazing. I'm having flashbacks. It was amazing.
Mike, have you ever been to Northern California? Country?
I mean, I've been to California, yeah, but nothing spectacular.
Where have you been in California?
Just driving in an RV. My grandparents, they tested AM and FM radio stations for the FCC. So
What?
it was like we were like in the middle of nowhere by like radio station antennas. Those big ass antennas they use that are way out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
That's all I did. Yeah.
I want to learn more about Mother.
It's
I'm sorry.
it's not it's not deeper than that.
That's not deeper than that. Yeah, that's about it, Candace. We got as deep as we went on that one. RVs and Letitia says the timing was amazing.
Yeah.
You guys. Oh my gosh. You know what I could go for right now? Speaking of Letitia and being up there, one of those ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Fat Mike, there were these ice cream sandwiches. They were called the Sasquatch sandwich or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 2 giant cookies that you get to pick whatever type of cookie and whatever type of ice cream you want and smash it together. Oh,
between the wine and the ice cream, I was done.
That was it.
Every day, something new.
And then we all went back home and that we got
now you're trapped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Trapped. Great.
Exactly.
Well, Candace, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
No problem. Is there anything else you want to plug or say, or you want to?
No. Well, I hope everyone stays safe, stay healthy, and be very, very careful. A lot of people are going outside right away, and this thing is not over. So be very careful. And thank you for having me, Sims. I'm very, very honored to be talking with you again.
Oh yeah, that's great. You have a really nice background with the wine glasses and the TV and everything.
My happy face.
Yeah, no, it looks nice.
Yeah.
It's really
Thank you.
Ceiling and my paneling.
Thank you. I've just been.
I thought those were M&M's, peanut M&M's. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I've just been rearranging and decorating while I have all this time as well. So.
Well, you are welcome to stop by Sims TV anytime and give us a full report on New York. And you stay safe. And
Thank you.
Really appreciate you stopping by. And Fat Mike, I always appreciate having you here. You going to be around tomorrow night?
Yep.
Oh, Fat Mike.
Yes, I will tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Bring your friends. Tune in, and we'll be playing drinking games. It's going to be a lot of fun. And to end things on a high note, we have an end closing video. So it's just credits.
Let's see it.
We're
high tech.
Candace, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye, Mike. Nice meeting you.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for watching Sims TV. Bye.
Bye.